Hello, my name is Chirag Shah. I'm a Principal Program Manager with the Windows IoT team. And I'm here today to speak to you about Azure IoT Edge for Linux on Windows, also known as eFlow. Customers choose Windows, and they have for decades because of the robust user experience. From HMI devices, to robots, to PLCs, Windows powers much of the critical infrastructure for industrial solutions today. They want the extensive app ecosystem that exists around Windows. They want the security that it provides, both for updates and patches, as well as for ensuring that your information is secured on the device. They want the ease of administration, of knowing a system that their IT admins are very familiar with. And being able to have 10 years of world-class support are important aspects of why customers choose Windows. But customers also look at Linux. And traditionally, this has been a choice customers have had to make. Do they want Windows or do they want Linux? With Azure IoT Edge for Linux on Windows, customers no longer have to make that choice. We bring the best of Windows and the best of Linux together in one Windows device. It's a simple to deploy, easy to manage solution that works with your existing IT infrastructure around Windows today. Customers get to continue to use their Windows application investments and continue to leverage the existing hardware that they have today in being able to run these additional workloads. And you get access to Azure with ease of connectivity, the ability to run cloud-native Linux workloads on Windows without having to have a Linux team. And this solution allows you to have a broad set of AI modules and other capabilities to innovate and drive your industrial environments forward. Some of these solutions are things like anomaly detection, being able to detect if there are failures in bearings or other abnormalities that are happening in your environment. Being able to use industry protocols such as OPC or Modbus in your environment. These are all capabilities that you can leverage today with eFlow. And these solutions are what are going to enable you to do things like predictive maintenance, being able to look at a single dashboard of your entire environment and being able to see the health of your entire factory operations and the interaction between those devices, as well as being able to look at things like leveraging the compute resources that exist across your entire infrastructure and being able to use them efficiently. So let's take an example of what this looks like. In this case, we have a simple production line that's sorting fruit. It's looking at the weight of the fruit and deciding if items go into bin 1 or bin 2. The challenge with an environment like this is that because it's based simply on weight, you run into a situation where what if I have a piece of fruit that weighs an abnormal amount than the other fruit that I've normally been measuring. In this case, I have a small apple, which would go into the smaller pear bin instead of being in with my apples. I would fix this solution by adding computer vision. So in this case, we've added computer vision into the solution. It goes, detects the fruit, and determines if it's an apple or pear, and sort it appropriately. This works well. The challenge with a solution like this is that it's complex to deploy and complex to manage. Normally, I'm going to have an AI model. In addition to the camera that I installed, I have to add some compute resources and have a Linux environment that I'm going to have to manage and maintain as well. This requires more staff, this requires more activity to deploy the solution into my production line, and it's overall not necessarily something I want to take advantage of if this is my only choice. Instead, what if I could do something where I could leverage my existing resources? What if I could put the entire solution on my existing HMI? With eFlow, you can. You can take that AI model and place it onto your existing HMI. You can reuse your existing Windows investments, your existing IT infrastructure that's already familiar with Windows, and run the Linux workloads on the HMI without having to have a Linux administration cost or complexity to do so. eFlow allows you to take the advantages of both Windows and Linux and bring them together into the same device. eFlow is available today. And so if you're a device operator, you can get started by asking your equipment manufacturers to provide you eFlow capable hardware today. If you are an equipment manufacturer and you're building devices for industrial environments, go ahead and start looking at how to enable eFlow on your products by following the link on the screen. eFlow is in public preview now and will GA later this year. Thank you for your time.